How is everybody? Everybody stay warm this last I'm expecting a really good report from Hal tonight.
Yes, ma'am.
According to the news, we have good news.
Yes, news I've seen in a year and a half.
Well, we finally wanted to make you feel welcome. So everything is good for everybody, it looks like. Do we have any council reports?
Oh,
You usually have a report.
there's all kinds of stuff going on. I attended Roger Sigler's wife's shooting. And a very tremendous family, very nice family.
Very, very nice.
And then a lot of things were canceled, rescheduled, so.
And then canceled
And then
again from what
canceled
I've
again.
seen lately.
But we had a really good work session on Saturday and great time.
It was, thank you. Anybody else? Yes, sir. Sorry.
The city manager's office, Jeremy, and I got to attend the Midtown Express briefing for elected officials and staff. I finally got a vision of an expressway coming from Dallas to here and Fort Worth to here, and all places in between. I was really excited.
And how did you do driving home in the snow after that?
Took the back road
Oh no, I was brave. I took 183
straight head on.
head on. Okay, Ms. Kim, nothing to report there. Thank you. Mr. Reddick, it's all yours.
Well, as you can see, we're trying another setup tonight. We've experimented a couple times here, so if you like it, let us know. If you don't, let us know. We'll keep working. Trying to get situations where we don't have the council or the mayor or member comes back to the audience, also trying to get where you all can see the speaker, and we'll move out the mayor's way when that occurs. But give us your feedback. We really are trying to create a situation where speakers have more opportunity to get to the podium and have more space and more space for the public as well. So let us know how you like the setup. We are a little closer. At one point, Chris had our tables completely together. We decided it was a little too close. So we spread us back out a little bit, but give us your feedback on that. And on a related note, several of you had mentioned to me you would like us to explore options for some sort of recording of our pre-council sessions. Our staff, Scott, Joyce, and Betsy are continuing to work on that. We expect to have some recommendations or some thoughts on that in the next few weeks. So we'll continue to explore that. We're trying to make sure that whatever we come up with, that the public will be able to see the slides and hear the audio simultaneously and not have to maneuver to various programs in order to do that. We want to make sure that it is at least the quality that would be reasonable for them to sit and listen to anything that's going on. So we'll continue to explore that and hope to have some suggestions for you soon. And then we've had a couple of best in our employee family. I know some of you may know Richard Ross. Richard is over in our public works department and has, I'm sure some of y'all met him. He lost his son, stepson, but 38 years old with a heart attack. Don't have any funeral arrangements for that. And then Reuben Cardenas lost his father-in-law this week, and those services I think have been scheduled. So I think that's coming out to you. But a couple of our public works folks are all family members this week, so we can share that with you. And then otherwise, we'll let Chief mention later about your new fire truck and when you expect to have it in service when you do your reports. Otherwise, we just have our agenda. You just bring us from it. Go right ahead, okay? Well, where did she go? There she is. You went and hid Miss Teresa.
I was trying to hide.
Teresa,
Y'all just will not leave me.
If y'all don't know Teresa Alexander from our municipal court, she loves to speak in public.
I do.
And
This is
so
really
there's no lie.
See, then I'm not always a regular thing.
But some of you have probably seen the signs around town saying it's Warrant Roundup, and so wanted to talk to you about what that program does and how we participate in that.
that, and, just let you ask any other questions, so, Teresa, go ahead.
Well, it's not just any one, it's the great Texas. And I think they've been doing that about 8 or 9 years. I know I have statistics from 2007, so it could be longer than that. And officially it started the 7th, it runs through the 15th. We did a news conference, or they did, on the 20th of February, and the first news release on that day. The second news release was on the 5th to let people know that it's going to be, they're going to be arrested now. They gave them from the 20th until the 7th to come out there. There's 314 participating agencies in this year. What we're doing is our collection agency is sending out notices to everybody that they've got in their system that has a warrant. The ECPAA is making calls this week. And the PD is doing 2 weekends of warrant service, this past weekend and this coming weekend. And that is all that we're doing. We're hoping that more people come in and pay. We've cleared about 688 warrants to date and collected $86,000.
And Teresa, you all get really good responses from the phone calls that are made about.
Well, and we start getting a lot of response at the 1st of February when people start getting their contact returns. And they start getting those notices from the collection agency. They see the news release, they see the billboards, and it's also on Halo.
I'm sure that's most effective.
Yes, well, I'm sure there's other radio stations, but so we have pretty good turnout. We've had a lot paid online and through the IVR. It's been a wonderful, wonderful asset.
And the IDR is the interactive voice response system, so that you can just do that over the phone.
That's helped us a lot with not having so many coming in. We were bombarded with phone calls and people here lined up. It's much better.
So you can actually put your credit card on the phone system and handle that?
Yes, as long as they've got all their citation information, they can do that. And they can call and get it from us if they need to.
Is the citation information that gets emailed or sent along with the credit letter? The credit service letter, does it have?
From the collection agency?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Most of those that pay on the IVR, they were gonna pay anyway. They weren't waiting for that collection. Unless they were individual, it's fairly.
Yeah, they realize.
Yeah. Because they were paying. They're all Class C, they're usually traffic citations, some public intox, that kind of stuff.
Y'all may remember, this sounds like a once-a-year effort, but this is a concerted effort. This goes on all year long. We have Pam Byers, a retired police officer, that comes in and a lot of phone calling individuals right before they go into the warrant. The idea is trying to catch those folks and say, you realize this is about to go into warrant. Don't you want to come take care of that? That has been very successful for us. People just need that extra reminder. But then there are those that either don't need a reminder or don't care one way or the other that actually go into warrant. And we don't wait till one time a year to try to collect these pieces. I mean, that's ongoing. With Teresa mentioned the collection agency that we have a contract with. But this is a very specific, as she said, Texas-wide warrant roundup. And the benefit we get is people are seeing this literally no matter where they live on radio, television, billboard, etc. And sometimes it's just that extra little reminder that, oh, I do have a warrant that I need to take care of. And then again, she said why don't you tell them the full acronym there on you spit it out real quick.
Euless Police Academy Alumni Association.
So they're coming in and they're making calls, and a lot of times that's just enough to get somebody to do it. So it's just a concerted effort to get folks to come in and pay those warrants, and then we'll be able to come back to you in a month or so and maybe give you some statistics on what we were able to do to clear these outstanding warrants.
We also turn all of them over to, that have driver's license, turn it over to, it's called OmniBase. Puts a hold on their driver's license, they can't renew it until the warrants are paid. And that's very effective also. We do a lot.
Have we gotten any more direct, Mike, I guess?
and I've been to the Warrant Roundup every time we do it, and I call, and there's page after page after page that have no phone number. I mean, I understand there's really bad phone numbers, but isn't that something that the officer, when he's writing a ticket, well, how can we not get phone numbers? Everybody's got phone numbers.
Well, I think what we discovered after looking into that, we had changed from our previous ticket writing deal with Brazos, and it was the way we queried the report, it was not giving us those phone numbers. So I think what you'll see is more, be more phone numbers. I think the phone numbers were there, we just weren't querying, asking the right question to get the phone number on that piece of paper.
Our 2014 that we printed out today for, it's a call on, there were quite a few numbers on there because Jerry took a look at them, and she said there's a lot of phone numbers here. Some of the older years, there's just not as
You
many.
go page after page, with nothing on it.
And even then, especially the older warrants are gonna be bad numbers. Those people move.
And unfortunately, this particular focus, I don't mean to say you're getting the worst of the worst, not that the people are worse, but these are ones that have not been previously cleared. So I guess what I would tell you is the easy ones, the layups, the ones that pay a buyer's call, or first of all, you have people that just come in and take care of their ticket. Even the ones that Pam's called, the ones that we worked on, so by the time you get to this concentrated effort, you're kind of dealing with the difficult cases, I guess, we're saying. And that may just be difficult to get hold of.
So we did make, after, I think we heard that last year, we went back to patrol and asked them specifically, are you getting the numbers? And they assured us that they're getting the numbers when they can get them. But, they're not going to get an argument on the side of the road over the phone number. But there is a concerted effort on their part to get those numbers.
And many of the ones that we cleared, like we cleared last year, they just turn right around and go back into the warrant. They don't get on a payment plan, or they'll get maybe community service and not complete it, and we'll start the cycle back over with those same people. So the money we've gotten has been a good thing. When they pay in full. And we require them to pay at least one full warrant in full before we put them on a payment plan.
Any other questions?
On your stats, when you come back in a month, did you say like what the average warrant cost was?
I have to write that down. Okay, what was it? The truth is, there's another opportunity for you to come back.
I'm so excited. I'm always happy to come back, and you always help me out.
All of these guys, the girls do a great job. It's amazing. They handle so many cases, and we get so few complaints. I mean, just the case file they handle is incredible, and they just do a fantastic job out there. So